Want some fast track advice to improve your journalistic interviewing skills? Well, 30 tips coming up. Hello, my name is David Spark and welcome to Content Marketing Tips. Here they are, 30 tips on how to interview like a journalist. Tip number 1, find a good interviewee. I know, this sounds like a duh tip, but honestly, the reason I put this number 1 is if you actually find a good interviewee, you can pretty much ignore the next 29 tips. Tip number 2, it's your job to research. Take the time to research just a little bit because in that process, you're gonna find great questions. Tip number 3, let your preconceptions go or not. This is a debatable topic because there are two different production techniques here. You can know what you want as the end product, so you produce an interview towards that, or you don't know what you want and you just dig for a story you don't even know. Tip number 4, make them comfortable. Those lights and those cameras are not normal. They're distracting. So make everything else seem as comfortable as possible, like your seating, the surroundings, whatever it is, and your demeanor be comfortable. Tip number 5, make small talk. As you're setting up, don't ignore the interviewee. Just talk about anything that's not what you're going to interview them about. Tip number 6, do not send out questions beforehand. Oh my God, it ruins the spontaneity. And in a video interview, it's all about the reaction. And in an email interview, well, if you're doing that, well, heck, of course, there's no other way. You got to send out the questions beforehand. All right, quick interruption. If you like this, why not subscribe for more content marketing tips? I'll give you a lot more. Tip number 7. Let them know what you're going to do. This is really important because all interviews are different. Some are long form, some are short form, some you're just looking for a soundbite. So explain to them, all right, I'm gonna turn on the camera. We're gonna talk for about 6 minutes. I'm gonna ask you to, do this. And again, you're not telling the questions beforehand, but just make it clear what's going to happen and the level of the brevity or length you want of the answers. Tip number 8. Warn them of the bright lights. Yeah, that's gonna happen. People are gonna wanna look into the bright light, but tell them not to because it'll blind them. Tip number 9, which actually should have been the first tip, is to ask them to spell and pronounce their name and title, however you're gonna identify them. This falls under the category of slating. Tip number 10, establish some reciprocity. Ask them to give you something so it's not so one-sided that you're constantly badgering them. A simple thing like pretending your pen's not working. It's like, hey, can I borrow your pen? That gets them a little bit invested. It's a small thing, but it does create an emotional bond between you and the interviewee. Tip number 11, record the interview. Now, not all interviews are gonna be done on video, but the number of times I've just had a reporter with a pad of paper asking me things and quoting me is a little aggravating. It's the ethical thing to do. I mean, first of all, if you record it with just like an audio recorder or the recorder on your phone, you can actually have a conversation, you can focus on the subject, and you eliminate the chance of misquoting the person. Tip number 12, don't let them answer off mic. So often when you're about to conduct an interview, the interviewee is so excited and they just want to start talking about whatever it is, even though you haven't set up the equipment. Just stop them. Don't let them do that. Go back to the previous tip where I say softball questions. Talk to them about anything but the topic at hand. You always want their first answer on camera or on mic. Tip number 13, test your equipment. Just beforehand, record something, listen to it, make sure the sound's right, make sure the sound level's right, make sure you have your video settings correct, and then connected to that is tip number 14, know your equipment cold. This is really important because when you are setting up and you're about to do the interview, if you aren't setting it up really fast, like you know what you're doing, the interviewee is going to be a little frustrated and not feel confident about how well this interview is going to go. I've been on the receiving end of this, and I will tell you, the interview never goes well. Tip number 15, ask open-ended questions. So you're gonna wanna avoid questions that have a simple yes, no answer. So ask them open-ended about like, so what'd you see? What did you do to make that decision, or why did you make that decision? Tip number 16, don't try to fill the void. Often when you're interviewing somebody, the interviewee will pause and you'll be eager to just jump in. Don't. That dramatic pause is phenomenal on video, and especially if you're doing long form interviews. So just sit there, be patient, let them ponder, and let them answer. Tip number 17, ask the reflection question. This is a great question to ask pretty much in any interview. Is, what were you expecting to happen? Why did you think this would happen? Was there an unexpected benefit or an unexpected hurdle here? Tip 18, ask questions for which you already know the answer. So this is critical often for video, as you just need the footage of someone explaining what this company is or what this building is or whatever it is. You're just going to need that asset to sort of fill out your story. Tip number 19, the interview is a conversation with you. To get that sort of sensibility from your interviewee, you have to get invested in the story. Acknowledge what happened, what they just said, be actively listening, and delve into it with more response and more thoughts. So when that happened, what did you want to do next? And what did you do? Tip number 20, reboot an interview. So if an interview is going badly, pretend to end it, and then just chat a little bit, and then ask to start again. That's often a good way to get things back on track. Tip number 21, ask about feelings. I kind of referenced this a little bit before, but really this should always be one of your questions, no matter what the interview. How did you feel? Why did you feel that way? What brought you to that point? Tip number 22, for revealing interviews, share your story first. So this falls under the reciprocity category. If you say, well, you know what, I had a situation like that that happened to me, and I did X, Y, and Z, and especially if this is a very emotional interview, because that'll give an opportunity for the person to open up to you. Tip 23, throw a curveball. So if you're doing a lot of interviews in sports, hence the sports metaphor, you will often run into the same question. We did a lot of interviewing for IndyCar, and honest to God, when you're interviewing race car drivers, you get the same question, or you're asking the same question again and again, and they get bored answering the same question again and again. So why not throw out a curveball like, hey, if you were the commissioner, what rule would you want to change, or which teammate do you think would be the greatest contestant on Survivor? Be silly about it, have fun, because they'll have fun. You'll see them light up getting asked a completely different question. Tip number 24, repeat back the story in the middle of the interview. So I'm often conducting very technical interviews, and I'm always fearing that I'm getting the information incorrect. So I will often stop the interview at a point and say, all right, I think I've got this. I'm going to repeat back to you what I think this is, and then please correct me if I'm wrong. And it's excellent because they always fill in gaps to the story when you do that. Tip number 25, repeat questions in different ways. So sometimes your interviewees are going to be coy, or sometimes, they're just not giving you a good soundbite. You can always ask a question again by saying, this may be stupid, but, and then ask it. Tip 26, get them to talk about what they really love. Throw that in the middle of it. So what did you really love about this? What got you so jazzed and excited about this? Tip 27, trick them into getting the soundbite that you want. You can just say, so would you say this was the best event you've ever been to? And they'll inevitably go, yes, this was the best event I've ever been to. Boom, you now got your soundbite. Tip 28, let the interviewee ask their own question. And this is just a good thing to throw in at the end of an interview. You've wrapped everything up, and you just go, before I close, is there anything else you would like to add? And inevitably, there's something else they'd like to add. Tip number 29, let subject read article for accuracy or don't. So for journalists, this is a big no-no. It's a heresy. It's irritating when PR people ask for it. But I will tell you, for super technical information and you don't have a text editor, you may actually have to show portions of your article for clarification. And the last tip, number 30, practice, practice, practice. And this is especially true for podcasting, because when you start a podcast, it's always kind of lame at the beginning. So I always recommend first, when you're doing your very first episodes, to interview people that are very friendly to you, that won't mind you making a lot of mistakes at the beginning, because you will. Just accept that fact. And you'll get better over time. All right, you'll find a link to this full article in the description below. If you want more fun, valuable, and entertaining content marketing tips, don't forget to subscribe.